Hello everyone, I am Tuhin Guyan, creator of Email Verifier Pro script. Today I am going to demonstrate you how Email Verifier Pro actually works and all of its internal system. So once you log in to your Email Verifier Pro web application, you'll come to the dashboard. In dashboard, you will see total verified, bounce rate detection, and scan overview. These are your email scan status report, like if you how much email you have verified, the amount of bounce rate, how many email can be valid and not valid depending on that, and scan overview is a total complete status over the period of time. On the right side, you'll see quick validation and add list. Quick validation allows you to quickly validate 1 to 10 max email address and get the report. Add list is adding the list to your my list page and scan that list. So you don't have to be online when you verify the listing type file, because it gets done through the server. On the top right, you'll find your profile and the logout button. Let's visit the profile. Here you'll get your all profile data, your joining date, your email address and name. You can change your name and email address and also the password. Also, you can upload your own profile picture. Then let's go to the my listing. Here's the my listing and it's completely empty. Here is the add list button also. Let's add a CSV file. I'm going to drag and drop a CSV file which contain this amount of email list. As you can see, it didn't scan out any duplicate emails from the list. So our email system actually try to find the duplicates and clean them out from your list when you upload it. So you won't get it when you do the scan. So it saves the spaces and also the time by not scanning the same email address, because it's completely unnecessary to contain a duplicate email address. So now let's reload the page, and here you can see we have our uploaded the email list. One thing to be mentioned, that for now email Verifier Pro only accepts CSV file, so it won't accept any kind of text file or any other format file. So only .csv format file is supported. So here is the total number of email address, and you can see it, we haven't run it yet, so it's showing the 0. Now once we click the verify, it will start processing the data, and here you can see it already started and updating that content. Once it's finished, you can download the file for your use, or you can delete it and it will completely be deleted from your database. So if you feel that you want to stop a list and want to continue with another list, then you can simply add your second list and reload the page, and you can simply click the verify on your new file, and it will automatically stop the second list, first list, and will continue with the second list. Here you can see our email is getting scanned. So let's try see the lead management. Okay, lead management is actually shows you all the successfully validated email address. As you can see, all the email address which has been validated, and here you can export the CSV file. So I plan to add more features on lead management, so you can categorize them and save them and maybe export them for later use. Here you can see the status of every email which is valid and not invalid. So Gmail, Hotmail and Yahoo service, the public domains which we have is providing the complete 100% accuracy of email validation system, and I am adding more public email services as possible, and I am also following the community. So if they are suggesting me to having problem with any kind of public domain, then of course I am adding that next with the improvement. And here's the sendmail. So what sendmail is does is, if you have a list of validated email address, then you can upload it and send your email content to those addresses. So you see this from address. This from address must contain a valid email address and not a fake one. That users have to be remember, because whoever is using, because the way it works is when you send an email to a target email address file2, then if file2 has any kind of firewall system or any kind of email spam trap policy, then they will try to detect that if this email has been coming from a valid email address. So make sure this email address is actually valid and not a fake one, because whenever you will be using a fake one and spam any kind of email server addresses, then they will try to block you and maybe report your IP. Okay, so be safe with that. And the delivery report on this site, it shows you the status report of if your email has been sent or failed. So I have actually a plan that maybe I will completely change this interface or to improve it a lot. As you can see, I have not done much of the work here. So I will try to implement a different kind of design. If you remember earlier that I have mentioned in lead management that I will be creating a category system based, so user can save their listing after a scan. What I'm planning is that if user validate the file, then they will able to select it from here and send the mail to that list, because it would be easier for them, not by importing the file again and maybe adding the email address. Okay, so that would be better, so they don't have to be scan again or something like that. So this will be the on the coming update list. Okay, and on the settings, okay, this is the settings page, and here you can see we have a send mail features, which is for send mail. You set the amount of email that you want to send within the hour limit, because most of the hosting services won't allow you to use their mail service as a spam. So it's a little sort of like safety for your server not to be blocked. Okay, because as you know that lots of email servers don't allow you to use the mail mail validation or mail sending in bulk. Okay, so this is a more of a safety options for users. So make sure you set this up. And what I recommend is that you put 100 email per hour, maybe if you have a low amount of email address, and if you have like your own dedicated mail server to send the transaction email, then you can even send it more here. Also, I plan to implement another new features on this, like adding your own custom SMTP server, so you can assign your own SMTP server to use the send mail features. Okay, it is also on the to-do list and will be coming up as soon as possible, hopefully. And here you can see the account type list. Account type list is like you can assign a free domain or any kind of different type of domain name here. If you already know that this domain is a free domain or something like this, then what it will do is that it will add this domain list on top of our existing list. Okay, existing free domain disposable domain list, because our database is not regularly being updated, because as you know there's lots of domain and lots of domain has been getting released day by day. So this is what the features will do. It will allow you to manually input any data if you find it from the list after the scan that no, it is incorrect, then you can actually manually add that in your system. Okay, also you can suggest that in our support, and we'll implement that on our database too. And here you can see scan mail list. Scan mail list is basically what you'll have to do set up after your installation of email verifier pro script. So scan from email, this is completely necessary, and this email needs to be exist on your installed server. Like if you are installing the script on this place and your server location is this, then you need to be make an email address on this server. Okay, so all our email validation system will use this email as a referrer whenever you try to communicate with the server you are targeting. And our by default supported SMTP scan port is 25, and we plan to implement more SMTP, but right now we are not doing that, because whenever you are adding more of the SMTP, then it will try to scan the result three times. Like if you put the 465 support and 587 also star TLS, then it will try to communicate with all the SMTP. So it will slow down the scan. So right now we are only supporting the 25, and most of the server actually support this, so that's why we are keeping it. maybe in futures we'll introduce with more different SMTP port support like the other two. And scan timeout per email in second. This is the delay between the batch email process. So we have actually 5 email addresses scan per process set. So it will delay between these. After 5 or 10 has been done, then it will be stopped for 10 seconds, then it will scan again. Okay, so this is the scan delay, and this is the license details. Here you can see the license information. So whenever you buy this script, it completely yours to use, and there's no license expiry date, as it has been supported through Codecanyon, and the support duration has actually an expiry. It might be for 6 months or 1 year, depending on the Codecanyon policy. But other than that, there's no expiry with the license. It's lifetime. And here you can deactivate the license. So most of users actually do some error whenever they're trying to transfer their domain to a different host or something, or maybe they're trying to install an update or maybe install to a new host. So if you don't deactivate the license first before you install to a new place, then you'll get an error that sorry, this license has been already activated, because you are already have activated it in your previous hosting. So you have to deactivate it first before you can install it on your new place. If you have already done this mistake, don't worry, you can contact our support here and we'll remove that for you, and you'll be able to install it again to your new place. And here you can see the add-ons. So there's only a demo add-on and nothing else. The add-ons actually mainly has been done for extended license user. So this is the installation of regular license user. So what's different between regular and extended license user is a regular license user don't get the add-ons for free. Okay, but all the add-ons which has been already developed and which will be coming up in the future will be completely free for extended license user. So these are the only two difference on the regular and extended. But one thing is available for regular is that they can purchase those add-ons which will be released free for extended license user from Codecanyon. Okay, and extended license user will need to contact our support system for receiving those add-ons. Okay, so this is the add-on system, and let me show you how the add-ons works and what add-ons we have available. Right now we have 3 add-ons available, which is EVP Credit Store, which allows you to bill users, and we have EVP Members, which allows you to manage users and allow registration and everything, also white label your complete system. Also, we have a PayPal standard payment, which allows you to receive payment through PayPal standard system. So first of all, I'm going to install the EVP members. 1 second. Upload add-on. Drop files here to upload. Here you can see our EVP members has been installed. Next, I'm going to install the EVP Credit Store and PayPal standard payment. Okay. Now let's activate our EVP members. Then Credit Store. As you can see, we just received a new menu item here, user management. That's from EVP members. Okay. Then PayPal standard payment. Okay. Now let's go back to the user management and let's see what we have. Here you can see my account only, because there's nobody else has been registered on this right now. And here's the total verify list and the credit option. I don't have any credit because I haven't actually bought anything. And here you can see the plus icon. This is a completely new features. Admin actually can apply the credit amount to any users, and also this user management page is only accessible to the admin. Okay, so here's the user IP which has been logged in, and here's the rest of the information. There will be more information will become on the action area for users, like suspending their account, reactivating it, or deleting that user completely from your system. So this is the user management for EVP admin. And let's go back to the settings. In here you will see that we have a new option, payment settings. That's from the EVP credit store. So our billing system is offline right now. Let's enable it and click save. Now you'll see once we have enabled the billing system, we are seeing that product list settings. Okay, so you can create your product, like you can name it as you like. So as we are using the credits, so you'll mention it 100 credits, give it a price value of $10, and how much credit amount we will want to give to the user once they are done with purchasing. Okay, maybe I'll name it silver credits pack. Okay. So you can add as many as you want here, and also on the right left side you'll see on the menu that we have new page credits, where it will show you the list of your order history and everything. Okay, let's expand that. And here you see the payment processing add-on. If you're a developer or have a developer to work on to develop the add-ons, then you can follow our add-ons functions and add-ons template, and can develop your own plugin module for payment. So right now you can select individual payment here only. So only that payment will be supported to receive any kind of payment and make a payment. I plan to implement a multi-payment system, so it may be done in future updates. So it will optimize the user experience. So they will able to, you'll just select multi-select which payment add-ons will be showed up, and it will be shown on the credits store. I'll show you briefly how the credit store looks like right now. And here you can see the PayPal business email. You input your PayPal business email here. And if you plan to test out the payment system, if it's correctly working or not, you can simply just activate the PayPal sandbox option. So I'm just going to input my PayPal email here right now. As you can see on the top right, it's showing up the credits amount, and I don't have any credits available. So first, let's go to the dashboard. Here you can see our recent listing, which we have activated, has been completely verified, and there's some bounce rate has been found, and also the estimated cost which has been saved. You can modify this option from the settings, and also the credit balance is 0. Okay, so first let me show you how the credit validation system works. So I'm going to try to validate one of my email to see. Okay, it's saying credit low because I have no credit at all, which it's not working. So that's how user will be saying whenever they try to validate something. Now let's go to the my listing, and no balance buy credits. Okay, I have no balance, so it's asking me to buy credits. And here you can see it's took me back to the credits page to allow me to buy credits. Here's the silver credits pack, and it's here's the amount of the price which we have added, and this is the buy now button. Once we click it, it will take us to the PayPal and will ask us to buy the credits. Okay, so as I haven't activated the sandbox, so I will skip this part of buying the credits and will just manually add the credit myself. So we are going to the user management. I'll add the credits myself. Okay, the amount has been credited. Click OK to continue. Here you can see the credits has been added. So now I'm going to go back to the dashboard. Now let's validate some email address, and .com, just some fancy names. Okay, and another Yahoo email and some wrong syntax email address and some private email address, and one more email address we have to add, which is the valid email address on Yahoo. So we already have a valid email address on Yahoo. let's try to add a non-existent one on Yahoo. Okay, now let's validate. Okay, good. Now here you can see we have Tuhin underscore dark elf hotmail is valid. Okay, this one actually exists, and this Gmail one also valid. This one also valid, and this is an invalid email address, undeliverable, because it does not exist. And here you can see this one actually a role account which is actually exists, and it's on my server. Here you can see the server information, MX server response rate, and this one it does not exist on the Yahoo, and here is the response rate. Okay, so I'm going to show you if it's actually correct on the Yahoo and Hotmail. Okay, so we are on the Yahoo. Let's bring this first one first. Okay, it's asking you to enter the password. Now let's try a non-valid Yahoo, which is this one. Sorry, you don't recognize this email. Okay, now let's do this on the Hotmail also. Sign in. Here we have a email on Hotmail. It's asking us to enter the password. And oh, we didn't tested any fake email on Hotmail, so let's try to add a. By fake email, actually, I'm trying to mean that a non-existent email. So don't worry about that. Is the Hotmail. Okay. So here it's saying the invalid. Let's go to the Hotmail. This Microsoft account does not exist. Enter a different account. Okay. Obviously, it don't exist. So as you can see, it's completely 100% accuracy with the scan system we have, and hopefully we will implement more of the public services as we go. And you can obviously share us your ideas or any kind of domains that actually not working. If you think that no, it should work and it's not providing the result accurately, then we'll adjust that and maybe implement that updates. Okay, so right now all the other domains except Yahoo and Hotmail, all the other domains will be scanned through our default port scanning system that we have. So it will try to check that if that email address actually exists on that mail server. So if it don't exist, or if actually that mail server actually exists with a catch-all system, then it will show you that information and all the other information that it finds. Okay, but if it is a public domain, and sometimes there's a false positive with the public domains that we don't have listed on the system with a different scan system which we are working on, so we get 100% accurate result. If it don't happen, then you can inform us and we'll implement that website. uh, we'll implement that mail service within our scan system. So here you can see some data which you have just tested, and here you can see some Gmail information, and here is the here's a catch-all. Okay, so this is how the report will be exported, and you can again import it. One thing also remember have to be remembered for the users, that whenever you import, we only import the email column. Email verifier pro script only have the capacity to import the email column, but I plan to implement the update with the first name and name. So if they are detected, then they will be imported too, and also you can export those data. So right now it's just email. There's no other data will be imported, but I plan to implement the capacity to hold those data maybe in future. And we have the support option where you can contact us regarding any kind of technical issue or error, and our support team will help you out. Yep. So far that's it, and also you guys can purchase this script from Codecanyon. Let me show you. Pro, you simply search it, you go to the Codecanyon, and here's our script. Okay, don't forget to read all the information. We have a note added, which we had to do is basically because of the too many script learners has been trying to target our script and trying to null this out and sell them from for a low price on their, because whenever they do this, whenever they try to null a script and do this, always think that they have a purpose of their own. They implement malwares on them and try to infect the web service and application of the users who use those items. Okay, so some people think that, wow, I got that for free. Don't think that it's actually completely free. They have the people who are providing you this kind of illegal resources, when the way they collect, actually the way they collect, and their intention is not good. Okay, so don't think that if it's free it's good. There's obviously some disadvantage. So don't forget to read them. So we are not providing any kind of refund for anyone who is using that method, like buying the script and downloading. Oh, I don't need a script. Obviously, there's something going on with him. So, which is why only this reason we are not providing any kind of refund policy on this. That's why we are made this complete demo. So make sure you have go through all the details and the video and see the documentation. If you need this script, then only you buy it. Otherwise, please don't. So here's the description. The features that we have, obviously it's completely nothing comparing to what I am actually planning for in future. I am planning for a lot of updates in features, and here's the regular and extended license information which I have already showed, and here is the more information and minimum requirements of the server